And we are back with Warhammer Total War. I am Pretentious Jack. We are the Dwarves. And last time, in our first episode, we were able to take the Pillars of Grungni and Mount Squighorn from the... what are they? They are the Bloody Spears. Specifically Nashrak, who is not doing so well. He's not got a very high level of fightiness, which is not good for orcs. Now in this episode we should be looking to get over to Thundering Falls. We'll be able to see a few bits and pieces in there. We'll also look to just consolidate our little piece of territory that we have acquired for ourselves, and then we will look either to head north towards Mount Gunbad, or perhaps even south towards Carrick-Dron and the rest of the Bloody Spears' territory. Now let's get going and see what we have to do. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take Thorgrim's army and we're going to build a few more units. Now we've got 4 units of Quarrelers, 2 Grudge Throwers, 1 unit of Miners for Dwarf Warriors, and Thorgrim himself. Now I'm thinking we do 1 more unit of Quarrelers, 1 more unit of Dwarf Warriors, and we will stay there. Now we're going to stay in Mount Squighorn. We need to get the public order up, and the Pillars of Grungni can do with a build, but they are currently building already, so we're not going to be too bothered about that just yet. Karazakarak is fine, and we will end the turn. Okay, so the Greenskins and the Crooked Moon tribe, they've decided to join them, which is, I guess, good for the Greenskins. Nashrak is raiding the area of Mount Squighorn, so we might have to deal with that. The Groby Scum Grudge we've been given. We have to defeat the following Lord's army in battle, so Nashrak, which will give us plus 16 leadership versus all Greenskins for all of our forces. So hopefully we'll be able to do this relatively soon. We've also got a something to do here, I guess. A close ally of ours, that influential Dowie sitting on several guild councils, has shamed his family name with a craven act. He should by all accounts take the Slayer Oath and go into exile, but we'll lose his influence. Which we'll lose 10 relations with Barak Var, or we get -3 in all provinces. Yeah, we'll take the -10 with Barak Var. They're not that problematic, so we'll do that. Yeah, so you can see that we're not really gaining any public order in these settlements because we are being raided, specifically here. So we might just go after Nashrak.
Retake the realms.
Are we able to get into range? I cannot tell. Oh, that's because we're building, so we'll have to do that next turn. Alright. So not much else to do, I don't think. So we'll just end the turn quickly yet again. Okay, so we're still being raided in the Silver Road in Mount Squighorn. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to go after him now.
I declare war on them.
Okay, so that's good. We're getting -3, but hopefully when we kill Nashrak or get rid of that army, we will that'll head back up. Now, Mount Squighorn needs a build, so what do we want? Okay, so in Mount Squighorn we're going to upgrade to a dwarf outpost. We've got the money for it. We will do that. That'll take 3 turns. And at the Pillars of Grungni we will... What do we want? We're going to do a trading depot that increases our trade agreements plus 2%. It also increases our tradable resources by 2%, and income from all buildings in the region in this province by 5%, which is, well, it's our only province. So yeah, we're going to do that. It seems fairly positive. And we can't build anything Karazakarak, so we will end the turn yet again. Oh, actually, before we end the turn, we need to do a technology. So, what do we want? Alright, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the Dwarf Treasuries, as we will get 10% from all of our settlements, which seems to be pretty good at this early stage, so we'll take that. and we will end the turn. Alright, so after the end of the turn, we have been approached by a reckoner, I think that's how that's said, requiring guidance on how to settle a dispute between two clans, both claiming ownership of a mine. One has remained loyal to you for centuries, and the other has opposed many of your edicts. We can either give it to the loyalist clan or the opposing clan. We're gonna give it to the loyalist clan because we want the gold. So we'll do that.
Throne bearers, let's march.
So it looks like Nashrak has moved. They're going to use the underway, actually, so we could potentially do that. Okay, so we're going to stay in normal stance, and we're just going to try and see if we can cut Nashrak off.
Destroy them.
The problem with dwarves is they have lower movement speed, so we're not able to really do much about it. And we will just see that everywhere else is fine. And we will end the turn yet again. Alright, so old mate Nashrak has decided to attack us. He's got some orc boys, some goblins, some goblin archers. Meanwhile, we have miners, quarrelers, and our dwarf warriors. Now, I'm a bit unsure as to what that means. Okay, so it reckons that they are greatly superior to us. Which means that I might just auto-resolve it. Yeah, we're going to auto-resolve, see what happens. Okay, so it's a decisive defeat. We killed 81 of them, which is not terrible. But they will, what appears to be, run away and head towards Karak as well. Oh no, this is not going well.
Let us begin.
Okay, so the Pillars of Grugni has been sacked. They took 2,000 gold coins with them, and they downgraded a few of the buildings, which is not excellent at all. We're taking negative growth in Mount Squighorn because our districts are vanishing, which is odd. So
Send me to vengeance.
we need to try and get as close to these two armies as possible. So we're going to do that. So that's as close as we can get. Hopefully we can block them off there. Now we need to upgrade in Mount the pillars. What do they do? Oh right, okay. So they because we've taken negative growth, we don't have the surplus population anymore, so we can't upgrade it anymore. So that is a problem. All right, so we will end the turn yet again. Hopefully, we will be able to get into combat with them, these cowardly bastards. Okay, so the Greenskins have got a war going on, which is good, I suppose. And Nashrak has vanished. He used the underway to get away. I don't quite know where he went, to be honest. Where did he go? Okay, so there he is. We could potentially use the underway ourselves. Alright, let's see if we can chase him down.
Forwards.
Alright, so we are here. We've used the underway. And hopefully we might be able to attack them next turn. Okay, Mount Squighorn needs a build. Okay, so this is what we're going to do at Mount Squighorn. We're going to destroy the building, actually, because we've already got a sparring chamber and its upgrade in Karak, so we don't really need to worry about that too much. So we're going to demolish the building, which will take a turn, and then on this side we're going to build the watch room, which will give us some extra defenses. And then that way, once that's been destroyed, we can build something that will benefit the rest of our province. So we do need to get back because we are being negatively affected by public order. So we're going to get our technology as well. And we're going to quickly do the Gather of the Throngs, which reduces the recruitment costs for our dwarf warriors and miners, which will be useful. So we'll do that, and we're going to end the turn. Alright, here we go. We've finally got into combat with Nashrak, and it's an underway interception. So this is the first time I've ever done this, which will be fun. We should murk him fairly quickly, but I will see you at the deployment screen. Alright, so here we are. So looks like we're underground. Very cool looking place. Okay, that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with our catapults at the back. We've got our line of quarrelers who will hopefully get into range quickly enough. And then we have our dwarf warriors who will hopefully just finish them off. And our miners just as a backup, maybe even a cheeky flank. So let's get going. And okay, so we're going to have to move them forward. It doesn't appear the orcs are going to come at us. So we're going to just move forward a little bit. Alright, we now spot them, so we're gonna just stop. We will get our formation going. It looks like we might be in range with yep, they're in range. They're gonna come at us now. Hopefully we can get a few shots on him. Ooh, that guy got fucking smashed. Nice. We like to get some good hits on early with our catapults, or grudge throwers, I should say. Ooh, that was a good shot. Nice shot indeed. Oh, and they took another one, my god. Alright, here they go. Here's our volley of quarrelers coming in. We should hopefully kill a bunch of them. Their goblin archers are setting up shop. Alright, let's just get up a touch. We will just tell our grudge throwers to fire at their goblin archers. Alright, so we're just getting everybody stuck in. We want to get Thorgrim stuck into Nashrak so he doesn't kill too many of our own soldiers. We're still firing with our catapults. Hopefully avoiding getting too many kills, too many casualties at this point. We'll just fire one catapult there, one catapult over there. My lord is under attack, that's fine. He should be doing work. He's going to hopefully kill Nashrak, that'll be ideal. We're going to use our ring, which, let's see what that does. We're going to use it over there. Whoa, that was cool. I'll take that all day long. How many? Okay, so it takes 90 seconds for it to come back. So the enemy lord has been wounded. We're going to just chase them down. And we will end the battle there. Okay, so a decisive victory. Excellent stuff. We've gained 328 loot, which is also very good. Gained another rank. Excellent. We will probably release the captives to get some extra gold. Okay, so we've got an army coming in from the Scabby Eyes. It looks like they're going to be heading towards the Pillars of Grugni. Excellent, so our grudge has been successful, so we gain plus 16 leadership versus greenskins, which is pretty awesome. A dwarf trade caravan is ringed by goblin wolf raiders. A stalemate has developed, but the foe refuses to relent. Such a local affray should be dealt with by the local lord, but your intervention could speed things up. So if we prevent the raid, we get +5 leadership, but we get -3 public order. But if we... we're going to let them... We need the public order, so we're going to do that. We're going to just quickly use the underway again to get into range of this army. We're going to upgrade Thorgrim. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to get the Ancestral Grudge, which is +3% versus Greenskins, which will be good. That's +3 weapon strength. So we're going to take that and just head out. So hopefully we will get into combat with Kroglug Neck Snapper. Very orky name. Alright, let's see what else we need to do. We need a build in the Pillars of Grugni. We're just going to upgrade to a dwarf outpost again. Our Mount Squighorn has got its available slot now, so we're just going to see what we can do. We don't need any military recruitment, and we can't do any of those. So what I think we do... I think we take the refectory. We'll get +5 public order, which will be useful, as our public order is declining at the moment. So we're going to take that, and hopefully we can get rid of this army in the next turn, which we will take. Okay, so the Greenskins and the Bloody Spears have been joined together, which is, I guess, good for them. Okay, so we're just going to move Thorgrim over to Karazakarak. Hopefully get that public order heading in the right direction. Our buildings, our things that we're building are continuing on, which is good. 2 turns and 1 turn respectively. So yeah, so now that the what were they? The Bloody Spears, they're now all greenskin, so they've been joined into one faction, which is a little bit problematic, but not the worst thing in the world. So we're going to end the turn yet again. Okay, so we have been given this. Foolish vainglory. They say you revel in victory. They say you spend more time erecting monuments to battles past than managing the realm. They say you are a fool. We can either... -25 on recruitment costs, or +6 for all forces. I think we take perhaps a more humble approach. Good lord, can't English today. So yeah, we'll take that. We're getting +6 for our public order, which is much better than it was. We can't recruit anyone really that useful, so we're not going to. Okie dokie, so we're going to move Thorgrim out to Mount Squighorn. See what that does to... So okay, we're getting +2 per turn, which is perfectly fine. Hopefully we won't be attacked by anybody, really. We also need a technology. And we're going to do the militia training, where we get +5 melee attack for warriors and minus +5 for melee defense as well. So we're going to take that. And we will end the turn. Okay, so not much going on in that turn. We're just going to see what's going on. Pillars of Grugni needs a build. We can give them the Dwarf Tinkerer's Shop, which we will do. We will also just create another refectory, I think. Yeah, we're going to create another refectory just to get that public order moving in the right direction. And we will continue to move to Mount Squig. Oh, actually, no, we're going to head all the way out because we're going to head over to the ambush at Thundering Falls. Try and get that before we do anything else. Okay, so we will end the turn. Okay, so again, a fairly uneventful turn. We will just we are getting +1 public order, which is not the greatest, but we should hope that should hopefully increase as the buildings come through. We're going to head up closer to the ambush at Thundering Falls. We were going to march up there to make this take a little bit less time. And we're going to end the turn. So Barak Var has been destroyed, which is not good. They are a dwarf faction, so not the best, but we shall continue on. A great migration comes to our borders, demanding shelter from larger threats abroad. Do we let them cross into our territory or turn them away? We can either do nothing, or we can get growth plus 15 in all provinces, but we get -3 for public order, and our recruitment costs 10% less. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to get our migration. We are getting +4 public order in these settlements now, which is excellent. Well, not excellent, but better. I think that's the best way to put it. So hopefully our growth will start to increase so we can start to upgrade our buildings to the next level, as we got a fair amount of cash saved up, but we are going to head closer to the Thundering Falls and hopefully get there. Are we there? Can't tell. It doesn't appear like we're there. Okay, so no, we'll do that next turn. We have a new technology that we need to do. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the Scrutinized Guild Leaders, which gives us a... the Masters of Steel and Stone Commandment also gets an additional 5% less to recruitment cost, which will be pretty good for us. We're going to come out. So if we actually just take a quick look at our commandments, actually, in the Silver Road, we can see that we're currently venerating the ancestors, which means that we're getting a reduction in Vampiric and Chaos Corruption, as well as +2 order. Pardon me. And so now, when we get Masters of Steel and Stone, that'll give us the extra -5% to recruitment cost. I think we're pretty good, actually. We do need the public order, so that's what we're going to do. We can't build anything, I don't think. Nope, so we will continue on to the Thundering Falls, the ambush. Oh, that's right, we forgot to end the turn. Okie dokie, so another uneventful turn. Not much else we can do other than get stuck into the ambush at Thundering Falls, which we will do. So here we go. So they've got what appears to be 4 commanders, a fair amount of goblins, some goblin wolf riders, a doom diver catapult, which might be a bit problematic, and their leader, which is Knobnail's Backbiter. Beautiful name. And we are joined by Bronze Sour Scowl, who is he has the flying war machines and gyrocopters and some gyro bombers. So they should hopefully be more than useful. Let's fight the battle.
March on, brave Dowie! March on! To the cursed realms of the Groby we go. I know not what mischief they cause, but they're up to something, for my beard itches with trouble. We take the underway. These ancient highways, built by dwarf hands, give us the best chance of approaching swiftly, catching the greenskins unawares. Let us not dawdle, for there are grudges to settle, and new entries in the Dammer's Cron to write.
Well said, sir. Right, so it appears our reinforcing army will be up here, which will hopefully come through shortly. Okay, so this is how we're going to set up. We're going to be right at the back. We're going to have our catapults on the ridge. Hopefully they should do okay up there. We've got our quarrelers just in front, and then our dwarf warriors, and then Thorgrim at the front to do all the heavy lifting. Now, let's start the battle. It appears our catapults are firing at the reinforcements already, which is good. Looks like, ooh, wow, what a hit that was. Getting some good hits in as they retreat. Alright, so they're out of range now. It looks like they're going to form up and then come at us. I believe that's what they're going to do. Alright, so they're now coming at us, so our catapults looks like they're in range, so we'll be able to fire on them straight away. which should happen shortly. Okay, so there we go. Looks like we got some hits. They've got trolls, so we probably want to just fire at them, actually. Just we're gonna aim at the trolls. I would like to know when reinforcements are going to come in. Hopefully soon. Okay, so we are definitely firing at the trolls. Hopefully get them down fairly quickly. What we will do, because they seem to be stacking one side, we're going to send Thorgrim to the left-hand side, and we're going to send our miners just to offset the right. Okay, so their Doom Diver is now firing. It looks like Thorgrim got hit by one of them. We're just going to fire at their Doom Diver. Should be in range. Wow, that's a tough hit. Okay, so now they've come into range of our quarrelers, and they will start firing. Alright, so here they come with... Just get stuck in. Use our ring on... just in there. Excellent. That did some damage, hopefully. Victory is in our grasp. Excellent. Reinforcements have arrived. That's excellent. Head back towards the battle. Okay, let's see what's going on. So we seem to be doing okay. I don't understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to get in behind us by the looks of it. Our dwarf warriors are doing fine in here. What are you doing, Thorgrim? Yep, they're trying to charge us from behind. That's an issue. Need to stop them ASAP. Looks like they're going to get at our grudge throwers, which is not great, but hopefully these gyro bombers can do work. Okay, so it looks like we've broken them. So they've got a wizard. We will just head into Knobnails. Okay, so it seems to be going well. The trolls are moving again. Oh, wow, their Doom Diver's doing work on us. Don't understand what these guys are doing. Can't control them. Right, so we need to re-pick up the Grudge Thrower. And we're going to start firing at the Doom Diver Catapult again. Okay, so they're all running. We need to run into Knobnail's Backbiter, as well as these lot. Get our quarrelers firing. Oops, didn't need to move him. Why are they not firing? Okay, so looks like they're... I don't understand quite what they're doing, but that's okay. We're still firing. And there it is, victory at the ambush at Thundering Falls. There they go, they finally did something. So let's end the battle. Okay then, so a decisive victory, which is good. We managed to kill 985 of them, apparently. We only lost 128, so all good there. We will release the captives, just so we get the extra bit of treasury. We have been given a rune of stoicism, which is... I think we've already got one of those, so that's pretty good, I suppose, if we get another army. Okay, so our quest has been successful. we've been rewarded with a dragon helm and a hero recruited at Khazar Karak, which is a runesmith, so excellent. So the dragon helm gives us 25% fire resistance and plus 4 armor. We can assign that to probably Thorgrim, which we will just have a look at his details. So yeah, we've got the Fiery Ring of Thori, which is quite cool actually, that I've been able to use it. So we're just going to add the Dragon Helm, and we can't add anything else. We've got 2 runes of Stoicism apparently, don't really need to get any more of those, but it's okay. We are going to make... Oh, sorry, we also forgot to upgrade him as well. So I think we're going to take hard to hit, plus 2 melee defense, which will be good for him. So he seems to be getting stuck into combat quite a bit, so we'll take that. We are going to just shove him on march stance and head him back to Mount Squighorn. Now, I don't think there's much else that we can do. Oh yeah, we have our
arcane winds under control.
Our runesmith, who we can move in the next turn. Okay, so we don't need to build anything, so we're going to end the turn. Right, so the Greenskins have now got their Teeth Snatchers as well, so the Greenskins seem to be moving right along fairly quickly. Also, we have been what appears to be invaded by Morglum and Morglor. I guess they're brothers or something. So they're not terribly huge armies, but problematic nonetheless, and we need to get Thorgrim back into the fold as quickly as possible. Let's just see if we can use the underway at all. Not really, but we will get him within range just here.
Throw banners! Let's march!
And there's not much else we can do, but we can just head him over to Thorgrim's army, I think. Right, so we will end the turn, I think, and hopefully we can get stuck into these lot. Hopefully they will not be surrounding our camps, but hopefully we can get stuck into them. Alright, so they've retreated and decided that they are going to raid us instead with Morglum, I believe, which is going to affect our public order, which is not on at all. Chaos is starting to stir in the north. Groby Scum Grudge. So we now need to attack Morglum, who is there, and we will be rewarded with 500 treasury. So we're going to go straight into that. Mount Squighorn. The Rick has sealed the dwarf hold. The great bar lays across its mountain doors, and in the deep the iron gates have come crashing down, severing the underway. Why would the Lord do this is yet a mystery. So we get negative 10 income, but we get plus 2 public order and a plus 3 siege holdout time for 3 turns. Okay. Right, so we need to continue to move. Okay, so we're going to try and see if we can't get into range of Morglum. Which we cannot, unfortunately. But that should hopefully force them to retreat and hopefully get our public order back on track. So we will end the turn yet again. Alrighty, so they have left our lands, which is good. We're just going to head back into Khazar Karak. So we're getting plus 17 public order every turn, which is good. Okay, so here we are. The Morglum, who is down probably at Barag Dawazbag, who is probably out of our range, to be perfectly fair. I think what we want to do is probably head towards Caragdron, maybe even Mount Goodbad, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think Caragdron is probably the best bet. We will begin to probably raid it, and then come back a handful of times, and then we take it. So, see if we can't recruit anything. No, not really. We will just get a new technology as well. Okay, we're going to get Masterwork crossbows, which will give plus 10% for our quarterly units. So we've got 5 units of them in our main army, so we're going to get that. We use the underway, which we can't at the moment. We're just going to head over to here, and we're going to... Okay, so we're going to use... Okay, we use the underway next turn, and we'll head down toward... Ooh, wow. Grimgor Ironhide, there he is. There's the big man himself. Is level 9 already. Jesus. So, we won't be doing that. After all that. We will instead just end the turn. Okay, so a cloaked stranger from the mist-shrouded land of Albion approaches with a request. He is of sinister aspect, but assures you that his intentions are good. We'll get plus 4 Chaos Corruption for 3 turns in all provinces, but we'll get 3k, or we get a reduction in Vampiric and Chaos Corruption for all provinces, plus 2 for 3 turns. No, we're going to get the gold. Fuck it. Which means it'll go up to probably not very high and then go straight back down, hopefully. What? Okay, so Grimgor's not there anymore, so we're just going to see if we can use the underway just to get to Carag Dron. See what we see. Not a whole lot. Okay, so we can't build anything. Really? Nope. And in the next turn we will be assaulting Carag Dron. So we will end the turn. Okay, so in that turn, the end of that turn, we were able to get an additional surplus. So we're going to do that. We're going to get our Dwarf Keep at Karaza Karak, which is a huge upgrade for us. We're also going to do the upgrades... where are we? Pillars of Grugni and the Mount Squighorn. Okay, so, alright, I didn't understand that. It takes the population surplus. So it gives you a certain amount, and then when you upgrade it takes them. Okay, I get that now. I understand. Okay, so we're going to assault Carag Dron. Let's go. So not much in terms of anything decent, so we're going to just auto-resolve it. So a decisive victory. We have destroyed them. We got 113 loot, lost 71 men. We also gained a Razor's Standard, which plus 10 armor-piercing damage to an assigned unit. Oh right, okay, so what do we want it on? Give it to these guys. We'll give the Rune of Stoicism to you and you, which is good, I guess. I didn't know you could do that. Oh dear. We're gonna sack it and leave. So we're gonna just head back to here. We've sacked it, we've now got 25k in the bank, which is good. And we will end the turn. Oh, Thorgrim has a skill point. Okay, so we're going to give him the High King ability, which gives him plus 8 melee attack, 4% charge bonus, immune to psychology, and it's a passive ability. Yeah, so it's all the time. So we'll take that. Now, yeah, we're going to continue to end the turn. Alright, so we've been issued a quest. The Engineers Guild have some new designs for an exciting improvement to the gyrocopter, which would allow for increased speed and lifting capacity. These dark time calls for a departure from the dwarves' customary adherence to tradition and suspicion of anything new. Although these plans have been only a half century in the making, almost an insult to the ancestors in their hasty preparation, the guild has decided to bring them to Thorgrim's attention. Though the guild hall has been has been the scene of lengthy and heated debate on the matter. Now a master engineer has been tasked with producing the final technical drawings and prototypes before production can begin. However, the experimental processes involved will require further investment in the guild's workshops, and this will not come cheap. At the start of your turn, have a treasury of 10k. Invest in the guild's workshop, where we will lose 5k. Yeah, which we will do. Okay, so yeah, so the building is going ahead. We've been given a new quest. The Engineers Guild is in uproar. The master engineer tasked with developing the plans has presented his initial prototypes together with a proposal to roll out the improvements within a matter of months. The unseemly haste of this time frame has polarized opinion between the younger members, uneasy with such novel thinking, yet intrigued by the possibilities it presents, and the traditionalists who advocate the more usual decades of testing and would have the trial and error charlatan tinkerer thrown out in disgrace. Hearing the outcry, the High King steps in and orders that the prototype be put into full production. We need 2 of the following units. We need a gyrocopter, a gyrobomber, okay, so we need 2 gyrocopters with the brimstone gun. We need 2 gyrobombers and 2 gyrocopters. In the following Lord's army of Thorgrim Grudgebearer will be rewarded with 1500 treasury. So yeah, we need to just grow quickly. Right. So, what to do? We're building here. We can't really build much there. We're doing okay. Our public order is rising. I think we're gonna attack Caragdron yet again. Yeah, we will auto-resolve again. So another decisive victory. We gained more loot, lost 11 men, killed 292. And this time we're going to occupy it, I believe. Yeah, let's occupy. We have gained the following follower. So enemy siege holdout time is -1, which is good. Alright, Caragdron can instantly build, and we will look to build infrastructure, I believe. Or do we want sparring chambers straight away? It is Death Pass, and we're going to have to get Black Crag and Iron Rock. Where's Iron Rock? There's Black Crag and there's Iron Rock. So we're going to have to take these 2 at some point. Okay, so what I think we do is we're going to, because we're getting -1 public order, we're going to take the +15 growth with the 2% casualty replenishment rate, which I think is better than the income. So yeah, we'll take that instantly, and we're going to keep Old Mate Thorgrim in this location. We might look to build a new army shortly, but not quite yet. We need to get a new technology. Okay, so we're going to take the Dwarven Resolve, where we'll get +5 leadership for all of our dwarf infantry units, which seems pretty good. So we'll take that. Now what we will do is, because we can see Zhufbar, we will just double click. We're going to initiate. We're going to take a non-aggression pact. And we will just... Okay, so we have a non-aggression pact now with Zhufbar, which is fairly positive. But yeah, to the south is looking fairly ominous with the amount of greenskins, the amount of different orc tribes that there are. So we will just cancel out and head back to home base. Now we will end the turn. Okay, cool. That's excellent news. So we have completed the first objective in the chapter stuff, I think. So we have taken 3 different settlements. We completed 2 of the 5 objectives, so we gain 4k in the bank, which is good. So the next one is where we need to take 5 different settlements. Okay, so that's good. That's well on the way. We've got, I believe, 1 grudge. Oh no, the Axe of Grimir, that's our quest. But yeah, we do have a grudge that we have to do. We have to defeat Morglum in battle, which will be a tad difficult because he's all the way down here. So not going to happen anytime soon. But I think for that we're going to end it there. I think that'll end the episode for us. I think next time we're going to build a new army. We're fairly wealthy in terms of our treasury, and we'll look to head further south towards Black Crag and Iron Rock, just to bring together this province, and then we might use our other army just to hold off these lot and maybe even take them as well. We're not too worried about heading north yet. I think Zufbar can hold out there well enough, so Mount Goodbad might be an option, but not quite yet. So if you've enjoyed this episode, throw it a like. If you've enjoyed it more than that, give it a subscribe. And until next time, I'll catch you later.